Hi, I'm Alysha Swan. I'm an STTE board member and an operations manager at Workforce Solutions Borderplex. Today, we're here at the El Paso Zoo to go ahead and meet some awesome and amazing animals to get to see the innovation that the El Paso Zoo has created and just take you on this amazing journey. Say what? Hi, today I have Dr. Vicki Milne with me. She is one of our zoo veterinarians here at the El Paso Zoo. She's taking me on a wonder adventure and helping me learn about these amazing animals here. Oh shoot, is that Brutus the alligator?
Oh yes, I am the American alligator. Did you know that I once faced extinction?
Sure. So becoming a veterinarian requires going and getting some kind of bachelor's degree. It can be in science or it can be in other arts. But generally you first have to get your undergrad degree. But there are a lot of other ways to go, like animal science, physiology, anatomy. Those are all great choices. 4 years of veterinary school. So first you have to get accepted to a veterinary school, which is pretty hard. There are a limited number of schools and a limited number of positions. So it's really competitive. And also at the same time though, you should be trying to get some experience in situations that involve taking care of animals. So preferably in a veterinary hospital, so working as a veterinary assistant or volunteering with the Humane Society, volunteering with your local zoo, depending on what you want to do. You just need to get some experience working with animals and taking care of animals to make sure that the school knows that you know what you're getting into. Well, I came from a family with a lot of pets, so we always had fish and turtles and rabbits and dogs and cats, so I was used to being around animals. I also came from a family with a lot of nurses and met other medical professionals. So a lot of the people in my family worked in hospitals, and I was used to being around healthcare, and I really liked animals. So I was always very interested in doing kind of what they did, but with animals. Always been very fond of nature, fond of animals, and wanting to spend my time with them more than sitting in an office and that kind of thing.
SayWhat? Is that our very own Juno and our breast cancer survivor?
Last year I was diagnosed with cancer. I have gone through chemotherapy, and thanks to the innovation developed by veterinarians at El Paso Zoo, my tumor has reduced in size.
Sure. So yes, we have an elephant Juno who has a cancer, which is really unusual for elephants, and nobody has treated this type of cancer before. So we coordinated with some veterinary oncologists. They deal with cancer in animals. And so they got on board and they helped us determine what some treatment options would be that would not involve, for example, we didn't want Juno to go through chemotherapy. She's so large. In the first place, it would take a ton of medications. And nobody's done that in an elephant before, so we would really be experimenting with the medications and potentially making her very sick by accident. So we didn't want that to happen. So we were able to work with this veterinary oncologist who, Dr. Impellizzeri, and he brought a machine that allowed us to give some chemotherapeutic drugs, but only enough to treat just the tumor. So we weren't giving it to her systemically, so she wasn't going to feel the normal side effects that a lot of chemotherapeutic drugs can produce. And so we were able to treat her tumor, use the machine to make the tumor more susceptible and open to taking up the chemotherapeutic agent when it was given locally, and help shrink the tumor.
As a top predator, I have an important role in my habitat. Places like the savannah depend on me. If lions like me were to disappear, herd populations would balloon, and grazers would eat up the grass.
SayWhat? I never realized the importance that some species played within their habitat.
But I really like I really just love turtles and tortoises. So I love working with reptiles. I like turtles and tortoises. I think reptiles are amazing because they're so different from us. We're mammals, so a lot of our systems and how we work and how drugs work in us and the medical problems that we have are very similar to other mammals. So, people don't necessarily think about that, but you get a lot of the same problems that other mammals get. There's a lot of shared things. When you get to reptiles, there are some shared things, but they just get more and more different from us. So they aren't warm-blooded. They don't make their own heat. They take longer to do everything as far as healing and get sick. So, they're really fascinating from a physiologic standpoint. And then turtles, I mean, they're just adorable. So who doesn't love a turtle? If you want to do something that's weird, like be a zoo veterinarian, it's a little different from the usual path. So just be prepared to keep up the fight and to be really dedicated. So you're gonna have to work hard. But if you do the work, you can do it. And so it's not that there necessarily are people who, are born ready to be a veterinarian. You just have to, you do the work and you can learn, and if you really love it and you apply yourself, then you should probably be able to do it.
To keep our conversation alive, visit us on SayWhat.tv. You can also download us on our SayWhat app. We'd love to hear from you and tell us about your favorite animal at today's adventure at the El Paso Zoo. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys soon.